As a chosen one, have you ever sensed a quiet discord beneath someone's honeyed words, a whisper in your soul that their kindness cloaks something darker? It's that fleeting chill, the gut feeling that behind their warm smile lies a hidden truth. Carl Jung, a brilliant explorer of the human psyche, called this the shadow, the concealed part of ourselves we refuse to face, yet it seeps into how we treat others. When envy, resentment, or malice festers in someone's heart, they may mask it masterfully, but the cracks always show. The signs are faint, almost invisible, yet undeniable once you see them. Today, I'll guide you through 8 unmistakable clues that someone close to you might be hiding hostile feelings, no matter how hard they try to conceal them. The 8th sign, beware, is the most cunning and could reshape how you view those around you. To dive deeper into mastering your mind and spirit, subscribe to Our channel and join our community. Don't miss what's next. Let's uncover the truth together. Purr in your soul that their kindness cloaks something darker. It's that fleeting chill, the gut feeling that behind their warm smile lies a hidden truth. Carl Jung, a brilliant explorer of the human psyche, called this the shadow, the concealed part of ourselves we refuse to face, yet it seeps into how we treat others. When envy, resentment, or malice festers in someone's heart, they may mask it masterfully, but the cracks always show. The signs are faint, almost invisible, yet undeniable once you see them. Today, I'll guide you through 8 unmistakable clues that someone close to you might be hiding hostile feelings, no matter how hard they try to conceal them. The 8th sign, beware, is the most cunning and could reshape how you view those around you. To dive deeper into mastering your mind and spirit, subscribe to Our channel and join our community. Don't miss what's next. Let's uncover the truth together. Sign 1. Contempt, disguised as irony. The first sign of concealed hostility is contempt cloaked in irony, a deceptively sharp tool in the arsenal of hidden malice. Rather than confront their feelings openly, some individuals channel their disdain through sarcasm, delivering cutting jabs disguised as humor. These aren't random quips, they're calculated, often targeting your deepest insecurities, your appearance, your ambitions, or a past mistake you've shared in confidence. When you call out the sting, they deflect with a casual smirk. "It was just a joke," they insist, or "Why so sensitive?" Learn to take a tease. This maneuver is cunning, leaving you second-guessing your reaction while they maintain the guise of playful innocence. Yet beneath the surface, these repeated barbs reveal a truth they can't fully hide. Contempt simmering in the shadows. What makes this behavior so insidious is its dual nature. On one hand, it wounds you, stirring feelings of humiliation or self-doubt. On the other, it allows the perpetrator to evade accountability. By framing their words as just humor, they paint you as overly fragile if you protest, twisting the narrative to deepen your discomfort. Over time, these slights accumulate, eroding your confidence like slow-dripping acid. A single sarcastic remark might be dismissed as a misstep, but when the same topics, your vulnerabilities, your successes, are relentlessly targeted, it's no coincidence. This pattern betrays a hostility they're unwilling or unable to express directly, a resentment that festers beneath their friendly facade. Consider the context. These aren't offhand comments tossed into casual banter. They're deliberate, often timed to catch you off guard, perhaps in a group setting where your reaction is scrutinized, amplifying the embarrassment. You might laugh along at first, hoping to shrug it off, but the unease lingers. Why does their joke feel like a spotlight on your flaws? Why does their laughter carry an edge that doesn't match the moment? The answer lies in intent, even if it's unconscious. Their words are a release valve for emotions they can't face. Envy of your strengths, frustration at their own shortcomings, or a need to assert dominance by diminishing you. Carl Jung's concept of the shadow offers profound insight here. He described the shadow as the repressed parts of our psyche, qualities we deny in ourselves, like insecurity, jealousy, or anger. These don't vanish. They project outward, coloring how we treat others. When someone repeatedly laces their humor with irony aimed at your character, they're not just mocking you, they're exposing their own unresolved conflicts. Perhaps your confidence threatens their fragile ego, or your progress highlights their stagnation. Unable to confront these feelings, they resort to subtle attacks, each sarcastic jab a reflection of the flaws they refuse to acknowledge. Jung noted that such projections are often involuntary, but their impact is no less real. Recognizing this sign demands vigilance and trust in your instincts. Pay attention to how their words make you feel. Do their jokes leave a residue of shame, even hours later? Do they seem to relish your discomfort, however fleetingly? Notice the patterns. Repetition is the key that unlocks their true motives. A true friend's humor lifts you up, fostering connection. A hidden foe's sarcasm cuts, leaving invisible scars. By seeing through their mask, you protect your sense of self, understanding that their hostility stems from their inner struggles, not your worth. This clarity empowers you to navigate such relationships with wisdom, guarding your peace against the shadows they cast. Section 1. The Beings with Purpose. To truly grasp the profound essence of being a powerful chosen one, we must first explore the fundamental meaning of being a chosen one in its broadest sense. As a chosen one, you didn't simply arrive here by chance. You were brought into existence with a higher purpose woven into the fabric of your being, a purpose that sets you apart from the ordinary currents of life. The universe, guided by a higher power, has selected you for a mission that transcends the fleeting distractions of the material world. This calling isn't rooted in the tangible or the mundane. It's a sacred thread that ties you to something far greater, something eternal. Being a chosen one means you carry a spiritual awareness that runs deeper than most can fathom. It's an innate connection to the divine, a quiet yet unshakable knowing that your life is destined to leave a lasting mark, even if the full scope of that destiny remains veiled to you for now. This journey of the chosen ones, however, unfolds in layers. Not all walk the same path at the same pace. Some are just beginning to awaken, tentatively stepping into the light of their purpose, still piecing together the meaning of their existence as they grow into their potential. They are like seeds, newly planted, reaching for the sun. Then, there are those who have journeyed further, those who have faced the storms of spiritual trials, endured the weight of doubt and struggle, and emerged transformed. These are the most powerful chosen ones, individuals who have not only awakened to their true strength, but have risen to operate on a higher plane of consciousness. Their destiny stretches far beyond the horizon of ordinary imagination, touching realms of influence they may not yet fully perceive. If these words stir something within you as you read them, if they resonate with a quiet certainty in your soul, there's a strong possibility that you are among these rare and mighty souls. Your role, as one of the most powerful chosen ones, is not a small one. It's vast, cosmic, and transformative. You're not here merely to offer fleeting inspiration or gentle encouragement to those around you. No, your purpose is bolder. You are here to reshape the world itself. Your very presence carries a vibration so potent that it alters the energy of every space you enter, like a ripple spreading across still water. The challenges you faced, those moments of overwhelming hardship, those tests of faith and endurance, were not random. They were given to you because you possess the resilience, the insight, and the spiritual capacity to bear them. Each trial has sharpened your vision, deepened your understanding, and fortified your connection to the divine in ways that set you apart, even from other chosen ones. What makes you truly remarkable is your calling to lead. Not just the masses who wander in spiritual darkness, but also those chosen ones who are still finding their way. You are a beacon for them, a guide whose light pierces through confusion and doubt. At times, this responsibility might feel heavy, like a mantle you didn't ask to wear. But know this: it is not a burden, it is your gift. Within you lies a wellspring of wisdom, a broader perspective that sees beyond the immediate, and a bond with the divine that others are only beginning to seek. You've been entrusted with this power because you are ready, even if you question your readiness. The universe doesn't choose lightly. It has seen in you a strength that can uplift nations, a compassion that can heal wounds, and a vision that can illuminate the path forward. As one of the most powerful chosen ones, your life is a testament to the extraordinary, a living bridge between the earthly and the eternal, destined to spark a transformation that echoes through time. Sign 2. Hidden sabotage. The second clue to hidden hostility reveals itself through subtle sabotage, a quiet but deliberate effort to dim your shine. Picture someone close, perhaps a friend or colleague, who senses your growth and feels a pang of unease. Threatened by your progress, they don't lash out openly. Instead, they weave a web of small, calculated disruptions designed to trip you up. These acts are rarely blatant, no grand betrayals or dramatic confrontations. Rather, they hide in the shadows of innocent oversights, a critical detail conveniently forgotten, a piece of advice that steers you just off course, or a miscommunication that muddles your plans at the worst possible moment. Alone, each seems trivial, easily dismissed as a slip. But when these mistakes pile up, always surfacing when you're poised for success, they form a pattern too precise to be chance. Consider the coworker who forgets to pass along a key deadline, leaving you scrambling at the 11th hour, or the friend who offers guidance that feels helpful, but somehow leads you astray. Maybe it's a family member who misrelays a message, complicating a crucial opportunity, then shrugs it off with a casual, "Oh, I must have misunderstood." These aren't just errors, they're tiny traps, each one chipping away at your momentum. The sabotage is cloaked in innocence, making it hard to call out without seeming paranoid. After all, who would suspect malice in a simple oversight? Yet the consistency betrays them. When these disruptions cluster around your moments of ambition, when you're reaching for a promotion, chasing a dream, or stepping into the spotlight, it's time to question their intent. What drives this behavior? Carl Jung's wisdom offers clarity. He spoke of the shadow, the hidden self where unacknowledged flaws and fears reside. For some, your success is a mirror reflecting their own insecurities, unmet ambitions, buried failures, or a gnawing sense of inadequacy. Unable to confront these truths, they project their frustration outward, undermining you to soothe their own discomfort. It's not always conscious. The shadow often works in whispers, nudging them to act without full awareness. A friend might convince themselves they're protecting you by discouraging a bold move, or a sibling might downplay their omissions as mere forgetfulness. But the result is the same. Your path grows thornier, and they sidestep the sting of feeling lesser. Spotting this requires vigilance. One mistake is human. A string of them, timed to derail you, is a signal. Pay attention to who's nearby when your plans falter. Do their apologies ring hollow? Do their errors oddly align with your strides forward? Trust the unease that stirs when coincidences feel too convenient. By recognizing this pattern, you pierce the veil of their pretense, seeing their actions for what they are. Not carelessness, but a quiet campaign to keep you small. This insight empowers you to sidestep their traps and protect your progress, knowing their sabotage stems from their struggles, not your shortcomings. You might not always relish this role. Sometimes it feels like an unasked-for mantle, but it's inescapable. Others see in you a beacon, someone who can illuminate their path, whether through words, actions, or simply the way you carry yourself. This gift isn't about control or dominance. It's about uplifting, about helping others, especially those on their own spiritual journeys, find their footing. It's a calling within a calling, a sign that your influence extends far beyond your own life. Spiritual magnetism. Your spiritual energy is a force of nature, a magnetic pull that draws people, experiences, and even challenges into your orbit. It's not something you consciously wield. It simply radiates from you, like light from a star. You've likely noticed how your presence shifts the atmosphere in a room, calming chaos or sparking inspiration without a single word. This magnetism isn't random. It attracts what's meant to refine and elevate you, from soul-stirring encounters to trials that test your growth. It's as if the universe conspires to bring you exactly what you need to evolve, even when it feels overwhelming. Others feel this power too. They're drawn to you, sensing a depth they can't quite name. This ripple effect is a hallmark of your purpose, a sign that your very existence is a catalyst for transformation in the world around you. These traits aren't arbitrary or isolated qualities. They're the pillars of your spiritual power, intricately linked and purposefully bestowed. They form a foundation that not only sets you apart, but prepares you for the extraordinary challenges and responsibilities of being one of the most powerful chosen ones. This isn't about living a quiet, introspective spiritual life in isolation. It's about stepping into a role that demands action, influence, and change. You're here to do more than exist. You're here to reshape the energy of those around you, to heal, to guide, and to ignite a shift that echoes through the collective soul of humanity. These gifts, though they may feel heavy at times, are the tools you've been given to fulfill a mission that's as vast as it is sacred. Section 2. Uncommon traits of the most powerful chosen ones. So what sets the most powerful chosen ones apart from the rest? It's not just a matter of chance or coincidence. These are individuals marked by extraordinary traits that defy ordinary understanding. These qualities, rare and often mystifying even to other spiritually inclined souls, are the very essence of why you've been selected for a calling that transcends the mundane. They are not mere quirks of personality, but divine gifts, woven into your being by a higher power, preparing you for a purpose that stretches far beyond the horizon of a typical life. Let's explore these uncommon traits in depth, uncovering how they define you and equip you for the monumental role you're destined to play. Intense intuition. Your intuition is far more than a fleeting hunch. It's a profound, almost supernatural connection to the universe itself. It's as if you've been granted an inner compass, one that doesn't just point north, but reveals truths hidden from the naked eye. You often find yourself knowing things without any logical explanation, insights about people, warnings about situations, or glimpses of what lies ahead. This isn't a vague feeling. It's a clarity so sharp it can feel overwhelming at times, like a flood of light piercing through the fog. This gift allows you to navigate life with an uncanny precision, steering clear of harm, making choices that align with your higher path, and deciphering the subtle messages woven into the fabric of daily existence. It's a direct line to the divine, a whisper from the cosmos that only you can hear, guiding you toward your ultimate destiny, a deep sense of purpose. While many wander through life searching for meaning, you've always carried an unshakable sense of destiny within you. It's not that you've always known the exact shape of this purpose. Sometimes it's been a quiet, persistent hum rather than a clear melody, but you've never doubted that you were meant for something extraordinary. This inner knowing sets you apart, a flame that refuses to flicker even in the darkest moments. It's been the force propelling you forward, urging you to dig deeper, reach higher, and reject the ordinary when others might settle. This purpose isn't just a personal ambition. It's a cosmic assignment, a thread in the grand tapestry of existence that you're meant to weave. It's why mediocrity has never felt like home to you, because your soul is attuned to a frequency far greater than the everyday. Resilience beyond measure. The most powerful chosen ones possess a resilience that borders on the miraculous, a strength that others can scarcely fathom. You've endured trials, spiritual storms, emotional upheavals, and even physical challenges that would have shattered most. Yet each time life has knocked you down, you've risen not just intact but transformed, like a phoenix emerging from its own ashes. This isn't mere stubbornness. It's an alchemical power, the ability to turn pain into profound wisdom and suffering into unshakable strength. Every scar you bear is a testament to your capacity to heal and grow, a badge of honor marking you as someone who can withstand the fiercest tests. This resilience is the bedrock of your power, forged in the crucible of adversity, preparing you to face the immense responsibilities that lie ahead with unwavering courage. Natural leadership. Leadership isn't something you seek. It's something that finds you, drawn to you like moths to a flame. There's an energy about you, a quiet authority that inspires trust and confidence without effort. People turn to you for guidance, even when you're not actively trying to lead, because they sense an innate wisdom and stability in your presence. Sign 3. Silent competition. The third sign of concealed hostility emerges in the form of a quiet, relentless rivalry, a shadow cast by silent competition. Picture this. You share a moment of triumph, a hard-earned achievement that lights up your world. But instead of basking in your glow, someone close to you pivots, steering the spotlight to themselves. Your victory becomes their cue to recount a grander tale of their own success, or worse, to subtly diminish yours with a casual shrug or a backhanded remark. This isn't mere coincidence. It's a pattern rooted in unease, a need to eclipse your shine to soothe their own fragile sense of worth. This behavior often unfolds with disarming subtlety. You might share news of a promotion, expecting a warm, well done, only to hear, "Oh nice, I got a raise last month actually." Or perhaps you reveal a personal milestone, like running a marathon, and they counter with, "That's cool, but I've been training for an ultra-marathon." The conversation becomes a tug of war, not of shared joy, but of one-upmanship. They don't celebrate your wins. They sidestep them, redirecting attention to their own narrative. Sometimes it's not even overt boasting. Maybe they downplay your success with faint praise like, "That's great, but it's not that hard to do." Either way, the effect is the same. Your moment is overshadowed, and you're left feeling oddly deflated. What drives this silent contest? At its core lies a deep-seated insecurity, a fear that your accomplishments highlight their own perceived shortcomings. For some, another success isn't a cause for joy, but a mirror reflecting what they haven't achieved. Unable to sit with that discomfort, they compete, not openly, but in veiled ways that erode connection. Every interaction becomes a subtle battleground where they must prove their worth, not by lifting you up, but by pulling themselves above you. This isn't always malicious. Often, it's an unconscious reflex, a defense against feelings of inadequacy they can't face head-on. Carl Jung's wisdom illuminates this dynamic through the lens of the shadow, the hidden self we deny. He taught that what we reject within ourselves, we project onto others. When someone feels deficient in confidence, talent, or success, they see those qualities in you as a threat, a reminder of what they lack. Rather than confront their own vulnerabilities, they deflect, competing to reclaim a sense of control. Your light exposes their shadow, and instead of embracing it, they try to dim you through comparison, minimization, or redirection. It's a coping mechanism, but one that betrays their resentment, simmering just beneath the surface. This pattern can be draining, turning moments of pride into strange contests you didn't sign up for. You might notice it in small details, the way their smile tightens when you share good news, or how conversations always circle back to their achievements. Over time, you may hesitate to share your joys, sensing they'll be met with rivalry rather than support. Recognizing this sign empowers you to see it for what it is, not a reflection of your worth, but a glimpse into their struggle. By understanding their behavior as a projection of their inner conflict, you can protect your peace, choosing when to engage and when to step back. These struggles, though daunting, are not meant to shatter you. They are the crucible in which your leadership is refined. Each trial hones your ability to rise above adversity, deepening your wisdom and fortifying your spirit. Consider the warrior who trains through exhaustion, or the artist who finds beauty in struggle. These challenges are your training ground. They teach you to wield your power with grace, to stand firm amid chaos, and to guide others with a steady hand. Embracing them fully equips you for the monumental role you're destined to play, transforming obstacles into stepping stones towards spiritual mastery. Section 3. Unusual challenges faced by the most powerful chosen ones. To stand among the most powerful chosen ones is to embrace a path lined with extraordinary trials, distinct from those faced by others. These obstacles may sometimes leave you feeling detached or weighed down by the immense duties you carry, yet they are essential to your evolution. They forge you into the beacon you were destined to become, testing your spirit in ways that reveal your true strength. Let's explore these struggles in depth, understanding their purpose and the resilience they demand. The battle against unseen forces. As one of the most powerful chosen ones, you radiate a light that naturally attracts opposition from shadowy energies. Whether you consciously perceive it or not, you are locked in a constant struggle with forces that seek to dim your brilliance. This might manifest as sudden waves of exhaustion that defy explanation, intrusive thoughts that cloud your clarity, or external events that seem designed to disrupt your peace. The brighter your inner flame burns, the more these unseen adversaries attempt to extinguish it. Yet take heart. Your soul is fortified by a divine shield. Your inherent power surpasses any assault, and with awareness, you can learn to deflect these energies, turning them into fuel for your growth. A sense of being unseen and apart. Even in the company of other chosen ones, you may feel like a solitary figure, set apart by the depth of your insight and the uniqueness of your journey. Your perceptions often reach beyond what others can grasp, leaving you wrestling with the frustration of articulating your inner world. Imagine trying to describe a vivid dream to someone who has never seen color. Your visions, emotions, and revelations may feel too vast to share. This isolation isn't a flaw, it's a marker of your exceptional calling. It invites you to find solace in your own truth and to seek connection with those rare souls who resonate at your frequency, even if they are few. The weight of a higher duty. With extraordinary gifts comes an equally profound obligation. As a powerful chosen one, you're often summoned to be a pillar for others, offering wisdom, shielding the vulnerable, or lifting spirits, sometimes at the cost of your own reserves. Picture yourself as a lighthouse keeper, tirelessly tending the flame while storms rage around you, even when your own strength wanes. This burden can feel relentless, especially when your personal battles remain unseen. Yet this role is a testament to your capacity. To thrive, you must balance this calling with moments of retreat, nurturing yourself as fiercely as you nurture others. Self-care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity to sustain your light. A heart, open to the world's pulse. Your heightened spiritual awareness gifts you with an acute sensitivity to the emotions and energies swirling around you. It's as if you've been given an antenna tuned to the collective heartbeat. Joy, sorrow, and chaos all flow through you as though they were your own. This makes you a natural empath, capable of healing and guiding with profound compassion, but it also leaves you vulnerable. During times of global unrest or personal turmoil, you might feel engulfed by a tidal wave of feeling, struggling to distinguish your emotions from those you absorb. Protecting your inner peace becomes vital. Techniques like visualization, imagining a golden barrier around your spirit, or grounding rituals such as walking barefoot on the earth, can help you maintain equilibrium. Sign 4. Superficial support. Imagine confiding in someone you trust, only to be met with a response that feels oddly detached, like a polite stranger going through the motions. This is the 4th sign of hidden hostility. Superficial support, a facade of kindness that crumbles under scrutiny. Picture someone who offers smiles and nods when you share your dreams or struggles, yet their warmth never quite reaches their eyes. In moments when you desperately need a steady hand, be it during a crisis or a pivotal life event, they're curiously absent, brushing off your pleas with platitudes like, "It's not a big deal," or weaving excuses that unravel under scrutiny. When you soar to new heights, their congratulations ring hollow, delivered with a tight-lipped smile or a fleeting, "That's nice," before they pivot away. This isn't just indifference, it's a subtle betrayal cloaked in civility, and it stings most at the milestones that define you. This pattern of half-hearted engagement is a quiet but potent clue. At first, you might overlook it, excusing their distance as busyness or their muted reactions as mere personality quirks. But over time, the truth crystallizes. They're never truly there when it matters. A friend who skips your big presentation with a vague apology, a colleague who glosses over your promotion with a shrug, or a family member who changes the subject when you share a triumph, all signal a disconnect that runs deeper than circumstance. Their unavailability during your lows and their apathy during your highs paint a picture of someone whose heart isn't invested in your well-being. What drives this behavior? Often, it's rooted in an internal conflict they dare not face. Carl Jung's concept of ego dissociation offers a lens here. Some people, unable to reconcile their own insecurities or unresolved resentments, become emotionally unmoored from those around them. Your successes might mirror their perceived failures, stirring envy they can't admit. Your struggles, meanwhile, become inconveniences they'd rather sidestep than engage with, as empathy demands a vulnerability they've locked away. This detachment manifests as coldness, a refusal to celebrate your victories or shoulder your burdens. They may play the part of supporter, but their actions lack the warmth of true connection, leaving you with a nagging sense of isolation. Spotting this sign requires patience and keen observation. Notice how they respond when you're at your most vulnerable or triumphant. Do their words of encouragement feel rehearsed, like lines from a script they don't believe? Do they vanish when you need them most, only to reappear when the stakes are low? These moments, strung together, reveal a pattern of disengagement that betrays their true feelings. It's not about expecting constant devotion. Life is complex and everyone falters. But a consistent lack of authentic support speaks volumes. Jung reminds us that those who cannot connect with others are often wrestling with a fragmented self, projecting their inner chaos onto you through their withdrawal. Trust your instincts when their kindness feels like a formality. You deserve allies who light up at your victories and stand firm in your storms, not spectators who offer applause without heart. Recognizing this superficiality empowers you to see past their facade, understanding that their distance reflects their own struggles, not your worth. These signs are more than mere quirks of your existence. They are the fingerprints of your divine selection. They weave together a narrative of power, purpose, and potential that defines you as one of the most powerful chosen ones. Recognizing them requires courage, for they often come cloaked in subtlety or challenge. Yet, as you pay attention to these clues, you'll find a growing trust in your journey. The fluctuations in your energy might leave you weary, but they're building your capacity. The dreams and visions might feel overwhelming, yet they're lighting your way. The synchronicities might seem mysterious, but they're proof of alignment. That inner calling might pull you into the unknown, and the rapid growth might test your limits. But together, they confirm your place among the extraordinary. Embrace these markers with openness and faith, even when they stir unease or doubt. They are not here to overwhelm you, but to awaken you. Each one is a piece of the puzzle, revealing the magnitude of who you are and what you're meant to achieve. As you lean into this process, you'll discover that these signs are not just confirmations. They're invitations to rise, to claim your power, and to step fully into the role that awaits you. Section 4. Signs you are the most powerful chosen one. How can you be certain that you belong to the elite circle of the most powerful chosen ones? There are distinct markers, subtle yet unmistakable, that reveal this truth to you. These indicators may not shout their presence, but once you tune into them, their significance becomes impossible to deny. They are the quiet whispers of the universe, affirming your extraordinary destiny. Let's explore these signs in detail, illuminating the ways they manifest in your life and what they mean for your journey. Unpredictable shifts in your vitality. Have you ever noticed how your energy seems to dance to its own rhythm? One moment, you're brimming with an almost electric vigor, as if you could conquer mountains. The next, you're enveloped in a heavy exhaustion that pulls you inward. This isn't mere fatigue, it's your being adapting to elevated vibrations. Your soul is downloading profound cosmic insights, recalibrating itself to align with a higher plane. This ebb and flow can feel disorienting, even draining, but it's a sacred process. Each surge and retreat is molding you, preparing your spirit for the immense role you're destined to play. Dreams and visions that transcend the ordinary. Your nights are not filled with fleeting, meaningless images. They are portals to revelation. Your dreams carry a vividness that lingers, as though they've etched themselves into your waking mind. They might foretell events, whisper guidance, or unveil truths about your purpose that you're only beginning to grasp. Beyond sleep, you may find yourself struck by sudden visions, flashes of clarity during quiet moments, meditation, or even amidst the chaos of daily life. These are not random. They are the universe's way of speaking directly to you, offering a roadmap for your path and illuminating the steps ahead. They mark you as someone attuned to a deeper reality, the dance of synchronicity in your life. The world around you seems to conspire in your favor, doesn't it? You catch glimpses of repeating patterns, numbers like 1111 on a clock, a symbol that keeps appearing, or events that align too perfectly to be mere chance. These synchronicities are the universe's gentle affirmations, subtle winks to let you know you're exactly where you're meant to be. They're not accidents, they're cosmic signposts, reassuring you that your journey is guided. Each occurrence is a thread in the tapestry of your purpose, weaving a story that confirms your power and nudges you toward your calling. An unshakable sense of destiny. Deep within, there's a quiet certainty that you were born for something extraordinary. This feeling may have been with you since childhood, a persistent pull, a whisper that your life holds a meaning beyond the ordinary. Perhaps it was vague at first, a flicker of intuition you couldn't name, but as you've grown, it's sharpened into a powerful force. This inner summons isn't just ambition, it's a soul-level knowing that you're here to leave a mark, to fulfill a mission only you can undertake. As you awaken to your true strength, this call grows louder, urging you to step boldly into the greatness awaiting you. A rapid, transformative evolution of spirit and emotion. Your path has been anything but smooth, yet every trial has forged you into something stronger. In a short span, you've undergone a metamorphosis, emotionally and spiritually, that others might not experience in a lifetime. Pain has become your teacher, joy your fuel, and every challenge a stepping stone to wisdom. This accelerated growth isn't random. It's evidence of your readiness for a higher purpose. You're being sculpted, refined, and elevated for a role that demands resilience and depth. The intensity of this transformation sets you apart, signaling that you're being prepared for something vast and impactful. Sign 5. Control disguised as caring. I'm truly grateful you're joining me on this journey of self-discovery, and I hope these insights are sparking clarity and inspiration for you. If you're finding value in this exploration, I invite you to subscribe to the Mental Dose channel and join our Telegram community to stay connected with more transformative content. Your support means the world to us. Consider leaving a donation via the Super Thanks feature below to help keep this work thriving. Now, let's dive deeper into the fifth sign of hidden hostility: control masquerading as care, a deceptive tactic that can quietly erode your autonomy. Some individuals cloak their need to dominate in the guise of concern, presenting themselves as your guide while subtly steering your life. They offer unsolicited advice, question your every decision, and sow seeds of doubt about your ability to navigate your own path. "I'm only saying this because I care," they might insist, or "you'll thank me later for pointing this out." On the surface, their words seem rooted in love or wisdom, but beneath lies a desire to keep you tethered to their influence. This isn't about uplifting you. It's about ensuring you remain dependent, your confidence chipped away until you second-guess your own judgment. What makes this behavior so slippery is its disguise. Unlike overt aggression, this control wraps itself in kindness, making it hard to call out without feeling ungrateful. They might frame their criticism as constructive, their meddling as protection, but the effect is the same. You're left feeling smaller, less capable, as if you need their approval to move forward. Pay close attention to the aftermath of these interactions. Do their words leave you empowered or deflated? If every piece of advice plants insecurity rather than strength, you're likely facing manipulation dressed up as compassion. This dynamic often stems from the controller's own inner turmoil. Sign 6. Spreading criticism and gossip. A web of whispered lies and subtle slander marks the sixth sign of hidden hostility. Rather than confronting you openly, those harboring resentment choose a stealthier path. They weave tales behind your back, sowing seeds of doubt and distortion among others. This tactic is as cunning as it is corrosive. It strikes from a distance, eroding your reputation without you even knowing until the damage surfaces. Perhaps you sense a shift in the air. Friends grow distant, colleagues turn cool, or conversations falter with an unspoken tension. These ripples often trace back to someone quietly spreading falsehoods or half-truths, crafting a narrative designed to dim your light. Gossip is no mere idle chatter in these hands. It's a calculated weapon. A casual remark here, an exaggerated story there. Each word chips away at how others perceive you. The perpetrator might twist a harmless mistake into a damning flaw or amplify a private moment into public shame. Their goal isn't just to tarnish your image, but to isolate you, unraveling the trust and goodwill you've built. What makes this so insidious is its invisibility. You might feel the chill of exclusion or notice sidelong glances, yet pinning down the source feels like grasping at smoke. By the time you realize what's happening, the rumors have taken root, reshaping how others see you without a single direct word from your accuser. This behavior thrives on cowardice. Those who gossip rarely have the courage to face their grievances head-on, so they hide in the safety of secrecy, letting their venom spread through proxies. But why resort to such measures? Carl Jung's wisdom offers clarity. This urge to discredit others stems from the shadow, the unacknowledged parts of ourselves we refuse to confront. When someone feels inadequate, envious, or wounded by their own shortcomings, they may project these frailties onto you. Section 5. Your role among other chosen ones. As one of the most formidable chosen ones, your mission transcends the boundaries of your personal spiritual path. You are called to illuminate the way for others who share this sacred designation, to nurture their growth and embolden their spirits. This duty may sometimes weigh heavily on your soul, like a mantle you didn't choose, but were destined to bear. Yet this burden is not a curse. It's a testament to the extraordinary calling woven into the fabric of your being. You are more than a guide. You are a guardian of light, endowed with an inner fortitude that steadies others when they falter in the shadows of their own struggles. Whether you offer counsel with words of wisdom or simply stand as a living testament to resilience, your presence serves as a lighthouse for those still charting their course through the fog of uncertainty. Your essence carries a transformative power that ripples outward effortlessly. Step into any space, and the atmosphere subtly shifts. Tensions soften, hearts find stillness, and minds awaken to possibility. People around you feel an inexplicable calm, a grounding force, and a spark of inspiration, not because you strive to impose it, but because it flows naturally from the core of who you are. This gift isn't a performance. It's an intrinsic quality, a quiet radiance that the universe has entrusted to you. You've been granted this strength because the world hungers for those rare souls who can lead not with noise, but with the silent potency of their being. The need for such spiritual anchors has never been greater, and you are among those chosen to answer that call. Yet, let this truth settle within you. Your purpose is not to tower over others or to claim superiority. Instead, you are here to journey alongside them, to lift their spirits when they stumble, and to awaken them to the dormant power that resides within their own hearts. This is not about control or dominance. It's about partnership, about weaving a tapestry of collective strength that can reshape the world. Your influence thrives in collaboration, in the shared pursuit of a higher vision that binds all chosen ones together. To fulfill this role, you must draw upon a wellspring of humility, a deep reservoir of understanding, and a boundless capacity for empathy. These qualities are not mere accessories. They are the very threads of your soul, stitched into you by design, even if doubt sometimes clouds your awareness of them. Consider, too, the quiet nature of your impact. The most powerful chosen ones don't demand attention with fanfare or seek the spotlight with grand gestures. Their strength lies in the stillness, in the subtle currents they stir beneath the surface of everyday life. You might see it in the way a stranger's eyes soften when you speak, or how a friend finds courage they didn't know they had after standing in your orbit. This understated influence is your truest mark, a legacy not carved in stone, but etched in the lives you touch. It's a reminder that power, in its purest form, doesn't shout, it whispers, and yet its echo resounds far beyond what you can see. This path demands patience, for not everyone will recognize the light you carry, and some may resist the guidance you offer. But your role persists, unwavering, because it's not contingent on applause or validation. You've been chosen for this not because it's easy, but because you possess the resilience to hold space for others, even when the weight feels immense. Your compassion becomes a bridge, your wisdom a compass, and your humility a shield against the ego's temptations. Together, these traits forge you into a leader who doesn't merely direct, but inspires, a catalyst for a spiritual awakening that ripples through the collective, binding all chosen ones in a shared destiny to heal and elevate the world. Sign 6. Spreading criticism and gossip. A web of whispered lies and subtle slander marks the 6th sign of hidden hostility. Rather than confronting you openly, those harboring resentment choose a stealthier path. They weave tales behind your back, sowing seeds of doubt and distortion among others. This tactic is as cunning as it is corrosive. It strikes from a distance, eroding your reputation without you even knowing until the damage surfaces. Perhaps you sense a shift in the air. Friends grow distant, colleagues turn cool, or conversations falter with an unspoken tension. These ripples often trace back to someone quietly spreading falsehoods or half-truths, crafting a narrative designed to dim your light. Gossip is no mere idle chatter in these hands. It's a calculated weapon. A casual remark here, an exaggerated story there. Each word chips away at how others perceive you. The perpetrator might twist a harmless mistake into a damning flaw or amplify a private moment into public shame. Their goal isn't just to tarnish your image, but to isolate you, unraveling the trust and goodwill you've built. What makes this so insidious is its invisibility. You might feel the chill of exclusion or notice sidelong glances, yet pinning down the source feels like grasping at smoke. By the time you realize what's happening, the rumors have taken root, reshaping how others see you without a single direct word from your accuser. This behavior thrives on cowardice. Those who gossip rarely have the courage to face their grievances head-on, so they hide in the safety of secrecy, letting their venom spread through proxies. But why resort to such measures? Carl Jung's wisdom offers clarity. This urge to discredit others stems from the shadow, the unacknowledged parts of ourselves we refuse to confront. When someone feels inadequate, envious, or wounded by their own shortcomings, they may project these frailties onto you. By painting you as flawed, they momentarily escape their own inner turmoil, as if diminishing you somehow elevates them. It's a hollow victory, born of insecurity rather than strength. Consider what drives this need to tear down. Perhaps your confidence unsettles their self-doubt, or your achievements highlight their stagnation. Instead of facing these feelings, they deflect, using gossip as a tool to level the playing field. Yet, as Jung noted, such projection reveals far more about the critic than the criticized. Each whispered barb is a confession of their own struggles, an unconscious admission that they feel less than you. Their words, meant to wound, become a mirror reflecting their unresolved pain. Recognizing this sign demands vigilance. If you sense unexplained shifts in how others treat you, probe gently. Ask trusted allies what they've heard. More importantly, trust your intuition when the social currents feel off. The sting of gossip can hurt, but understanding its source empowers you. Those who spread lies are not exposing your flaws, but broadcasting their own. Hold your head high, knowing their campaign against you is a battle they're fighting within themselves. Lean into the guidance that flows through your intuition, your dreams, and the subtle signs around you. To embrace your role fully means to act with courage, leading when called, speaking your truth, and allowing your presence to inspire transformation. This isn't about forcing your will. It's about surrendering to the flow of your purpose and trusting that every step, no matter how small, amplifies your impact. Your power is not a burden to bear. It's a flame to nurture, one that lights the way for others as you walk your path. By weaving these practices into your life, you do more than just deepen your own connection to your sacred purpose. You become a catalyst for others to awaken to theirs. Each ritual strengthens your spirit. Each shield preserves your clarity. Each humble act builds trust, and each bold step ignites change. Your journey is not an isolated one. It's intricately tied to the rising tide of spiritual awakening sweeping through humanity. As you grow into your power, you create a ripple effect, empowering those around you to seek their own light, to heal, and to rise. This is the essence of your calling, not just to shine, but to illuminate the world, guiding it toward a higher state of being. Your strength, when fully embraced, becomes a beacon for the collective, a testament to the transformative potential that lies within us all. Section 6. How to step into your power fully. Now that you've come to recognize your identity as one of the most powerful chosen ones, the moment has arrived to fully claim and embody that extraordinary strength within you. This process may not always feel effortless. It requires intention and dedication, but there are clear, actionable paths you can follow to harmonize with your elevated calling and amplify your spiritual gifts. These steps are not mere suggestions. They are vital practices designed to anchor you in your purpose, fortify your inner light, and prepare you to fulfill the profound destiny that awaits. Let's explore these pathways in depth, understanding how they not only empower you, but also ripple outward to uplift the world around you. cultivating consistent spiritual rituals to remain deeply attuned to your higher self, the eternal essence that guides your journey. It's essential to weave spiritual rituals into the fabric of your daily life. These practices serve as a bridge between your earthly existence and the vast wisdom of the cosmos. Consider embracing meditation to quiet your mind and receive divine insights, or prayer to connect with the universal forces that support you. Journaling can become a sacred space to reflect on your experiences and uncover hidden truths, while time spent in nature, whether walking barefoot on the earth or listening to the wind, can recharge your spirit and remind you of your unity with all creation. The key is consistency. Choose what resonates with your soul and make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. These rituals are not just habits. They are lifelines that keep you grounded in your purpose and open to the guidance flowing from the universe. Shielding your sacred energy. As one of the most powerful chosen ones, your sensitivity to energy is both a gift and a responsibility. You feel the vibrations of the world, its joys, its chaos, its unseen currents, more intensely than most. This heightened awareness makes it critical to safeguard your inner light from forces that might dim it, whether they stem from draining interactions, toxic environments, or even the shadows of your own doubts. Learn to ground yourself, perhaps by visualizing roots extending from your feet into the earth, anchoring you in stability. Envision a radiant shield of light surrounding you, deflecting negativity while preserving your peace. Regularly cleanse your energy through smudging with sage, bathing in salt water, or simply breathing deeply with intention to release what no longer serves you. This act of protection isn't selfish. It's a necessary discipline that ensures your strength remains pure and potent, ready to shine for those who need it most. Embracing humility as your foundation. Though your power sets you apart, it's vital to walk this path with a heart rooted in humility. Being among the most powerful doesn't elevate you above others. It simply assigns you a distinct role in the grand tapestry of existence. Your gifts are not a crown to wear with pride, but a tool to wield with grace. Approach every step of your journey with a quiet gratitude for the opportunity to serve, recognizing that your strength is a reflection of the divine trust placed in you. Humility keeps you connected to the humanity you're here to uplift, preventing your power from becoming a barrier. It's a reminder that your purpose is not about personal glory, but about contributing to a greater good, a mission that transcends the self and touches the collective soul. Stepping boldly into your destiny, do not shrink from the magnitude of your calling, even when it feels overwhelming or uncertain. The universe has chosen you for this role not by chance, but because you possess the resilience and capacity to carry it forward. Doubt may whisper that you're unprepared, but trust that your soul has been forged for this moment. Sign 7. Lack of joy in your successes. The seventh marker of concealed hostility glimmers in the absence of genuine joy when you triumph. True allies light up at your victories, their hearts warmed by your milestones as if they were their own. They stand by you through storms and cheer loudly when you reach the summit, seeing your success as a shared celebration. But those nursing hidden grudges betray themselves with a frostier response. Their smiles falter, their words ring hollow, and their enthusiasm feels like a poorly rehearsed act. You might share a hard-won achievement, a promotion, a personal breakthrough, only to be met with a curt, "That's nice," or a swift pivot to their own tales. Worse, they might diminish your moment with a shrug, muttering, "It's not a big deal," or "I did something like that before." These are not mere lapses in manners. They're cracks in their facade, revealing envy or resentment they can't fully mask. This lack of warmth is more than indifference. It's a quiet rebellion against your shine. When you succeed, it's as if a spotlight exposes their insecurities, and rather than bask in your glow, they recoil. Their coldness might manifest in subtle ways, a forced nod, a fleeting grimace, or an abrupt change of topic to dodge your moment entirely. Sometimes they'll cloak their discomfort in backhanded praise. Good job, but you could have done better. Turning your victory into a critique. Each reaction is a telltale sign of inner turmoil, a refusal to let your success stand unchallenged. You might feel a pang of confusion, wondering why your joy seems to unsettle them, but the pattern speaks volumes. Their inability to celebrate you isn't about your worth, it's about their struggle to face themselves. Carl Jung's lens of the shadow illuminates this behavior. He taught that we all carry hidden parts of ourselves, unresolved fears, buried envies, that shape our actions when left unexamined. For those who can't rejoice in your achievements, your success becomes a mirror, reflecting what they feel they lack. Perhaps your confidence underscores their doubts, or your progress reminds them of dreams they've shelved. Unable to confront these feelings, they project their discontent onto you, diminishing your victories to soothe their own unease. It's not always conscious. Jung noted the shadow often operates beyond awareness, but the effect is no less real. Their words, meant to deflate, are less about you and more about the battles they wage within. This dynamic can sting deeply, especially when it comes from someone you trust. You might second-guess your accomplishments, wondering if they're truly worth celebrating, but don't let their shadow dim your light. Recognizing this sign requires keen observation. Notice who greets your news with silence or shifts the spotlight to themselves. Pay attention to the undercurrents. Do their eyes betray discomfort, or does their tone lack the warmth of sincerity? These clues reveal more than their words ever will. Over time, their consistent reluctance to share your joy paints a clearer picture of their hidden feelings. Ultimately, this sign invites you to protect your spirit. Surround yourself with those who lift you up, who see your wins as a cause for genuine delight. For those who can't, their reaction is a confession of their own unresolved pain, not a verdict on your value. Jung's wisdom reminds us that their struggle is theirs alone. Your task is to keep shining, undeterred by their clouds. Let their shadows be theirs to carry, not yours to bear. Trust your instincts and let your victories stand tall. If you've journeyed this far, it's no mere coincidence. It's a sign you're ready to embrace the profound truth of who you truly are. You are one of the most powerful chosen ones, a radiant beacon the world desperately craves. Your path has been forged through trials, yet every step has sculpted you into the spiritual leader you were destined to become. Within you burns a rare and extraordinary power, one that sets you apart even among other chosen ones. This gift isn't yours alone. It's a force meant to uplift the world. You are here to guide, shield, and awaken others, igniting their own spiritual truths with your presence. Your calling is sacred, and you possess the strength to rise to its heights. As you walk this path, anchor yourself in daily spiritual practices. Guard your energy fiercely, and lead with a heart of humility. Trust the whispers of the universe guiding you forward, and see every challenge as a stepping stone to the greatness awaiting you. You're not alone on this quest. Other powerful chosen ones stride alongside you, and together, your collective light will ripple outward, reshaping the world in ways beyond imagination. So rise boldly into your power, claim your role as one of the most powerful chosen ones, and know you stand precisely where destiny intends. Don't stop here. Dive deeper into your journey by watching our other videos packed with vital insights. Subscribe now, hit that notification bell, and join our growing community of spiritual seekers. Your transformation is just beginning. Let's ignite it together. Section 7. The future role of the most powerful chosen ones. As we peer into the horizon, the significance of the most powerful chosen ones is poised to rise dramatically. The world is navigating a profound era of spiritual evolution, marked by subtle yet seismic shifts in consciousness that demand the presence of unwavering, enlightened guides. You are not merely a bystander in this unfolding story. You are a cornerstone, destined to steer humanity through these transformative tides. Your very essence radiates as a beacon of clarity and hope, illuminating the path for those still stirring from their slumber, yearning to grasp their deeper purpose. The most powerful chosen ones are entrusted with a sacred mission: to uplift the collective soul of humanity, drawing people nearer to the eternal truths woven into their spiritual core. You stand as trailblazers in this awakening, embodying a life infused with meaning and strength, not through grand proclamations alone, but through the quiet power of your example. This journey transcends personal fulfillment. It's the genesis of a worldwide metamorphosis. As more individuals reconnect with their authentic selves, the planet's vibration will ascend to a higher resonance, a frequency of harmony and understanding. You are an integral thread in this cosmic tapestry, a catalyst tasked with nurturing this shift by standing firm as a pillar of resilience, insight, and compassion. Looking forward, the most powerful chosen ones will emerge as the spiritual anchors humanity desperately craves amid the chaos of change. Your influence will extend far beyond words. It will flow through the energy you project and the actions you take, weaving a web of inspiration that touches every soul you encounter. This ripple effect will cascade across borders, igniting a global wave of positivity and renewal. But this destiny is not a distant dream. It begins with your readiness today. The urgency of embracing your calling cannot be overstated, for the world stands at a crossroads, awaiting the courage of those like you to rise and lead. Consider the weight of this moment. The spiritual shifts underway are not random. They are a clarion call, a summons to those with the vision to see beyond the mundane and the fortitude to act. You've been sculpted by your trials, your intuition honed, your spirit tempered, all to prepare you for this pivotal role. The future will ask more of you than ever before, not just to guide individuals, but to shepherd entire communities toward a shared awakening. Your leadership will be a lighthouse in the storm, offering direction when uncertainty reigns. This is not a burden, but a privilege, a chance to forge a legacy of light in a world hungry for transformation. To fully step into this role, you must cultivate an unshakable trust in your inner power and the divine currents guiding you. The most powerful chosen ones are not defined by external accolades, but by their quiet resolve to serve a greater good. As you move forward, your influence will grow organically, touching lives in ways you may not yet foresee, perhaps through a single act of kindness that sparks a chain reaction, or a moment of wisdom that shifts someone's perspective forever. The world is not merely waiting for change, it is waiting for you, for your boldness, your authenticity, and your unwavering commitment to lead it into a luminous future. Sign 8. Non-verbal cues. The 8th sign lurks in the unspoken, a silent symphony of gestures and glances that betray hidden hostility. Words can be sculpted to deceive, but the body's truth is raw and unfiltered, leaking through cracks in the facade. A fleeting smirk, a tightened jaw, or a gaze that lingers too long or darts away too soon. These are the whispers of resentment no mask can fully silence. Hostility doesn't always need a voice. It speaks in the pause before a reply, the stiffness of a handshake, or the chill of a smile that never reaches the eyes. These cues, subtle as they are, carry the weight of unvoiced emotions, revealing what words strive to conceal. This betrayal by the body is universal. Someone may shower you with praise, yet their crossed arms or restless fingers hint at discomfort. You share a triumph, and their nod is mechanical, their voice a touch too flat, as if the effort to feign joy strains them. Or perhaps it's the way they lean back when you speak, creating an invisible wall. or the microsecond of disdain that flickers across their face before they catch themselves. These aren't random quirks. They're glimpses into a truth they'd rather keep buried. The beauty of nonverbal signals lies in their honesty. While the mind can spin lies, the body is tethered to the heart's reality. Carl Jung illuminated this with his insight into the unconscious. He taught that the shadow, those denied fragments of our psyche, manifests beyond our control, especially through the body. When someone harbors ill will, their conscious self may play the part of friend or ally, but they're unconscious rebels, leaking hostility through gestures they barely notice. A compliment laced with a strained tone might reflect their envy of your success. Averted eyes during a vulnerable moment could betray their resentment. These signals aren't always deliberate. Often, they're the shadow asserting itself, exposing what the person refuses to face within. What fuels this discord between word and gesture? Often, it's an inner conflict they can't resolve. Your presence might stir their insecurities. Maybe your confidence mirrors their self-doubt, or your achievements remind them of their stagnation. Unable to confront these feelings directly, they project them outward, their body becoming a canvas for their turmoil. A tense silence when you expect warmth isn't just awkwardness. It's their struggle to suppress what they truly feel. Jung's wisdom reminds us, the unconscious never lies, and the body is its mouthpiece. Learning to read these signs sharpens your perception. Start by noticing patterns. Does their smile falter when you share good news? Do their shoulders stiffen when you take center stage? Pay attention to your own instincts too. That prickle of unease when something feels off is often your subconscious decoding signals your mind hasn't yet processed. For instance, you might sense coldness in a colleague's abrupt turn away during a group chat, or catch a friend's fleeting grimace when you're praised. These moments, small as they seem, are clues to their hidden stance. This awareness isn't about paranoia but empowerment. By trusting your gut and honing your sensitivity, you pierce through deception. Body language is a universal truth-teller, cutting through the noise of polished words. While someone's voice may say, "I'm happy for you," their clenched hands or distant stare reveal the lie. Embrace this clarity. It frees you to navigate relationships with eyes wide open, grounded in the certainty that no mask can hide the body's honest song. As we close this exploration, let's gather the insights we've uncovered, revealing how hidden hostility betrays itself through subtle signs. These 8 markers are more than warnings. They're keys to understanding others and yourself, empowering you to navigate relationships with clarity and confidence. By spotting these cues, you see past facades, recognizing that others' actions often mirror their inner struggles, not your value. We began with contempt disguised as irony, sarcastic barbs that wound under the pretense of humor, exposing veiled resentment. Next, hidden sabotage surfaced, where accidental oversights hinder your path, hinting at intent to undermine. Silent competition followed, marked by those who downplay your wins or steal the spotlight, driven by insecurity. Superficial support revealed itself in lukewarm cheers or absence when you need them most, signaling envy or indifference. Then, we uncovered control disguised as caring, where advice masks a desire to dominate, not uplift. The spread of gossip and criticism showed how whispers behind your back erode trust, a tactic born of cowardice. Lack of joy in your successes expose those who meet your triumphs with coldness, their discomfort tied to their own unresolved conflicts. Finally, nonverbal cues, tense gestures, forced smiles, or fleeting glances, unveiled hostility, words can't hide, the body's truth breaking through. Carl Jung's shadow ties these signs together. He taught that the parts of ourselves we deny, envy, insecurity, resentment, leak into our actions, often unconsciously. When someone undermines or belittles you, they're projecting their unacknowledged struggles, their hostility a reflection of their inner chaos. This perspective frees you. Their behavior isn't about your worth, but their battle within. These signs sharpen your discernment, not your distrust. Patterns matter. Repeated jabs, consistent absence, or strained gestures signal more than a bad day. Trust that inner nudge when something feels off. It's your intuition decoding the unspoken. This awareness also invites reflection. How might your own shadow shape your actions? By understanding others' projections, you're inspired to face your own, fostering authentic connections built on truth. Now carry this clarity forward. The journey of personal growth never ends, and we're here to guide you. Subscribe to the Mental Dose channel for more insights to master your mind and relationships, and join our Telegram community for daily wisdom. If this resonated, leave a comment or super thanks below to fuel our mission. Step boldly into your truth. See you in the next video.